Finally, the second release that I had to watch and review was the John Abraham starrer Batla House directed by Nikhil Advani. The movie focuses on the controversial 2008 Batla House encounter and the subsequent events that take place with respect to the questioning of the morality of the Delhi police by the public, media and the judicial process. After the serial blast that ravaged the country in multiple states in September of 2008, a week later the Delhi police identified the location of several key members of the Indian Mujahideen in Jamia Nagar, in which one police officer was shot and succumbed to his injuries, 2 terrorists were killed, 2 fled and 1 was arrested. The movie lays primary focus on the protagonist, DCP Sanjeev Kumar Yadav, the lack of support he gets from all fronts, the dwindling effect on his personal life and the journey to seek for the truth. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the film so that you guys can take a final decision on whether the movie is worth it or not. The good. Body language and chase sequences. The movie in no way shies away from showcasing the brute strength of John Abraham. The actor since the past 5 years has been creating this no-nonsense stoic demeanor as his USP. Similar characters seen in movies like Dishum and Satyamev Jayate. This film also provides a stern-faced Abraham that annihilates everything in his way. The aspect that is commendable in the film is the body language of Abraham, clearly and very successfully playing the role of an honorable and diligent cop, caught in an odd series of circumstances. Some of the most refreshing qualities about the film are the way Abraham interacts with his fellow cops, approaches the mission, chases bad guys in narrow lanes, and in the nick of time creates a plan B, already foreshadowing the doom ahead. Ravi, Kishen and Rajesh Sharma. In my opinion, the only actors that really put forth some impactful performances in the movie include Ravi Kishen and Rajesh Sharma. Ravi Kishen plays the role of KK, a police officer working under Abraham's character who is impulsive, capable and a celebrated individual with the force. Kishen is one of those actors that is featured in supporting roles in films for several years, and even with his brief appearance in this film, the actor puts forth a very solid performance. This has to be one of the most odd cameo appearances by Rajesh Sharma, who plays the role of a defense lawyer presenting the case of the students who have been accused of being a part of the Indian Mujahideen. Despite being absolutely poorly written and creating a mockery of the court proceedings, Sharma does as his character is written, and even more to provide jarn to the monotone drama in the penultimate scene of the film. The bad. The editing. The most jarring quality about the film is its poor editing and structure. Nikhil Advani, in my opinion, was confused throughout the film on which theme to follow. Where on one hand it seems that the film is going to be a dramatic documentary throughout its running minutes, correlating the events to actual real interviews of politicians and the events that take place, the film takes a sharp left turn to become a psychological thriller, tapping into the severe PTSD DCP Sanjeev Kumar Yadav is suffering from post the encounter. In intense scenes, Yadav imagines the dead terrorist shooting him, and these moments come extremely abruptly, making us not progressively join the degradation of the protagonist's mental state. The songs come out of nowhere in the film, and despite being chart-busting hits, do not fit well in the edit at all. By the way, I have to tell you, the film takes forever to start. Narrating the disclaimer in Hindi and English made the audience in theatres restless on how long it will take for the first frame to even come on the big screen. Romantic storyline. In many of the movies that are based on real life cases, there is always a strong nucleus in the film that holds the journey of the protagonist together for us to root for them. In Razi, it was a beautiful relationship that develops between Sehmat and Iqbal, making her job 10 times tougher. In No One Killed Jessica, its strength lied in the unabashed love and determination of a sister. In Batla House, however, what we would assume as the story is developing, that the relationship with his wife Mrunal Thakur, playing the role of Nandita Yadav, a TV anchor, will provide strength to Abraham's character. Sadly, the relationship is the most odd and weakest link in the film. The characters share an extremely odd energy together, not naturally connecting with one another. Abraham comes across as mostly cold and heartless towards the wife, and on the other hand, the wife keeps on cribbing about his distance while running back to him, calling him Sanjay ji. A wife believing her husband in this tumultuous time could have been a strong base for the film, but the lack of depth in writing leads for the romantic storyline to fall flat. Odd moments. There are several moments and features in the film which are extremely odd. First of all, if you really pay attention to the way the story is developing, you'll realize how there are key factors in the storyline that are conveniently left unanswered, and it will frustrate you as the characters to provide those answers are basically in every frame. The narrative of the film is to provide the police's side of the story, but there are many key points that are just brushed aside. Some of the most bizarre aspects of the film include Nora Fatehi's character placement, mainly to justify Osaki Saki in the film, the worst wig on a character I have seen in recent years, the most plastic dialogue delivery by a judge. As the superior is talking to Abraham's character, he starts looking at the national flag in respect, reassuring the Deshbhakt and the honorable man he is. Even moments of imagery to highlight PTSD is just on the surface, and nothing compared to the complex trauma showcased for characters like Tobey Maguire in Brothers or Miles Teller in Thank You for Your Service. One-note performances. Sadly, the movie suffers from one-note performances from most of the cast in the film. Mrunal Thakur is either worrying or cribbing about Sanjeev's risky job and disconnect with her throughout the film. Sanjeev's superior, Manish Chaudhary, is mostly ordering the man around, annoyed every step of the way on how Sanjeev takes matters into his own hands rather than following protocol. The media has no moral compass, the politicians don't have time to listen to the police, and even suggest killing people from other religions to ease the tension. John Abraham is ideal for chasing bad guys in full speed, breaking mobile phones with his bare hands and beating them to the pulp with the same stoic expression. In emotional moments, however, where the character is spiraling downwards, the actor struggles to really communicate his pain to the audience. The film had an exceptionally intriguing premise at hand, but sadly the final execution by the creators to make a riveting thriller was undoubtedly underwhelming. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.